You know, it's almost like your birthday with a package from China, so let's go. With these plug-and-play devices, what you're going to get is just like a plug-and-play device, but complete with controllers and all the functionality that we're going to need for playing some games. Support up to 4 to 5. What they mean with this, I'm guessing you can use 4 controllers. They come with 2 of them that are connected with 2.4 GHz. On the box itself, not a lot of information, so let's start it with opening it up, because I'm curious, what are we going to get? Oh, just great. So they're saying on the box freaking 2.4 GHz, but there are like wireless controllers with this thing. Oh boy, this makes no sense. But how are these freaking controllers? They look kind of cheap. Oh boy. Ooh, it feels really weird. First thing, smell test. Ugh. Ugh, it's more like somebody took a diarrhea and shitted all over this controller. That is how it smells. But the D-pad itself, or not really a D-pad, more like these floating D-pads. And I'm curious how this is going to play, because this is most of the time not a bad thing. The joysticks feels like a kind of weird rubbery sticky compound. It weighs almost nothing. The form factor itself, it's similar to the PlayStation 2, but not of course the same. There with USB connections, so yeah, as I said, like I hope I got some wireless versions. Yep, we're going to get an extension HDMI cable, micro USB, and we'll show you later why. And the extended toilet paper manual deluxe edition, and this is how you need to assemble it. Yeah, that's it, but we can figure that one out myself. The dongle itself, well, let's say the form factor. There's another thick one because they are like super wide, and the problem is if you want to stick it in, most of the time you can't because they are too thick for the hole where you want to stick it in. Or another thing is like it will cover up like other HDMI connections. I do like how it looks kind of cool. I think it has like the logo of Powkiddy, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. It's more like the smiley. I need to have like a white marker so I can put a smiley face on it. But on overall like 4K, what they mean with the 4K, it's more like it has some support for 4K, but it doesn't have the signal output 4K. I think most of the time it's like 1080p if you're lucky. Here we're going to get 2 connections, or the USB 2.0. And of course they put a seal on the SD card because you don't want to break the seal. But let's plug it in and let's have some fun. Oh man, I was messing around with this for like 20 minutes because I couldn't get it to work. So the thing is, like, if you don't have enough juice from your television or the power supply, yeah, seriously, like a power supply is not good enough, this system will stuck in the intro boot. Another thing it can also be is like when the SD card is sealed, more like sealed my ass, because also this thing wasn't assembled. For me it was like a combination problem. But finally after 20 minutes we can continue making this video. Let's go. So for the people not familiar to Powkiddy, Powkiddy is a company that makes a lot of different devices or relabeling a lot of different devices. Okay, here we're going to get game, movie, search, theme, settings, image, file and history. So let's check out the settings. Language. They did fix the English and the typo version. Okay, handle selection. We're having different, I'm guessing this controllers. Display. The fun fact, like we're having aspect ratio option over here. Yep, we have this. Let's go with the flow, connection, handle computer. I don't know what it is because they are using the same exactly software with all the other devices. Because with the other devices we have the option to use it on television. Because this is just basically a dongle. MX332, that's the original model, and it seems to be that this thing has been produced in 2021. So this is actually like a brand new product. Quite interesting. So we're having movies and search. Yeah, okay. So let's see, we can search in the folders. Oh, indeed. So you can see we're already having on different version, but it doesn't say which platform it is. So in my opinion, it's a little bit of a bummer. Let's see what we can check out with the theme. Oh, it's just more like a background. Like this one. And that's it for now. I think there's a lot of information, other thing like files. Yeah, if you want to, would it say add files, but if you want to like sideload them, maybe this is an option. And we can watch some pretty pictures. So that's it, folks. Games. Ooh, here is going to get really interesting. So having for support for MAME, Neo Geo, Famicom, Super Famicom, Game Boy, Game Gear, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, YouTube, PlayStation. And we're having here the collection, and I'm guessing this is just the favorite list that you can make. Okay, first off, let's try just a basic game. I just wanted to test out the D-pad. So far it's good when it comes to the emulation quality. Yeah, of course I'm using the down button. Oh, so the floating D-pad is a quite interesting D-pad, and it seems to be working just fine. It works just excellent. Oh, damn this guy. Also moving around works very well. People find it interesting, so we're having the option to, when you're pressing select start, go back to the menu. But before we're going back, we have the option to make a quick load, quick save, restart, but also change the input settings. So that, in my opinion, is quite interesting. But let's go to the main menu. Oh boy, so when you're playing a shmup that is basically for the vertical screen, oh, that looks so hideous. So the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to go back to the menu, choose the original aspect ratio, and let's see how it will look then. Because this is just, in my opinion, unplayable. Oh man, no, this is really bad. Let's go to settings, display, equal proportion. In other words, aspect ratio. Yep, okay, let's go all the way back and let's boot up the game again. This looks way better. But there is, by the way, no option for switching it to vertical mode. Fun fact, like this controller also has the option to make a turbo function. Let's see if this is true. Yep, indeed. Oh man, turbo function controller is just perfect for a game like this. And also the Game Gear games and the handheld games will look way better than we having like a stretched full screen. Oh, but still, man, this game on a big screen, it looks really horrible. It doesn't get any better. But also, like, it's pretty cool to see like these games are running very good. You don't see them very often, or you need to get yourself like an MULX system. Super Stabber! Alright. Ooh, stereo sound is here. Oh. All the buttons are here. Sounds nice, sounds very good. And I can say that this game sounds amazing. No hiccups whatsoever. Okay, so for the final test, let's play in PlayStation 1 game, because it supports it. There is no Dreamcast, no PlayStation Portable. PlayStation is the high system that we can get, or latest system, depends how you look at it. I mean more like the most demanding. Already hear some hiccups. I'm getting my ass kicked over here. Not this time. Lay down.
The grueling battle ends.
Besides some minor hiccups I did see, seems to be running just fine. Lay down rock, I stay down. Ooh, here we can see them. Oof. One thing is for sure, it struggles with PlayStation. Alright, so this is what you're going to get with this new Powkiddy device. So let's talk about the horrible PlayStation smelly chemical controllers. I must say they are lightweighted, there is no rumble function, it's so basic as it can be. The D-pad, oh man, I love this D-pad. The floating D-pad plays so nice, fighting games, whatever, doesn't matter. It plays fantastic. The turbo function for shmups, it works very well. You can clear your button if you set it a turbo button to or turbo function to a certain button. But in the end, like the controllers, yeah, I do fancy these things.